belongs to you. All the glory belongs to you. Oh God. And we sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. Yo, coming to you live from my Call of Duty zombie shirt and my hoodie and I bought it because I desperately need to wash my hair, but I've been so freaking busy. Are y'all gonna think I'm weird if I drink some applesauce? I'm gonna get hungry. I already am a little bit hungry already. But my next stop is Taco Bell. And I'm gonna give me some potato taco or something like that. But yeah, been so freaking busy, which is a blessing. If you want to watch my exploits, go watch my vlog channel because I'm gonna keep y'all laced up with it. Oh yeah, I swear I don't want to diagnose myself or nothing, but I be feeling like I have some sort of attention something, because like I be doing stuff and I'll be like, okay, wait, do this, wait, do that, wait, do this. I try to get to everything and then I end up forgetting something. But yeah, I was like, let me pray, wait, let me get my cards out, wait, let me pray some more, wait. Actually, I did meditate. I haven't meditated. You can do a few breaths together. Hold on. Rip my hair out. Don't do that. Okay. You know, you gotta wait for it to sound fire. Yo, I got this iPhone 5. I never noticed how freaking small they are until like you hold it in your hand. But this is my audition phone now. Because for cell tape, it's like you have to be able to record, or like, because I do a lot of Zoom or FaceTime. What's it called? And I've been trying with my mom. My mom is a soldier because she be helping me with my self tapes. I don't know how many times I done made her do one of my auditions with me, and then I was like, bro, there's no sound. I literally, I think it was like 4 or 5 times with the same scene. It's a short scene, but like, it's like, and that's why she was like, at first she was like, you need to get yourself a recorder, like a voice recorder. Tell me why a voice recorder is freaking $100. I went to fucking Best Buy and Walmart. They talk about $100. $100? $100? So I went to eBay, straight to eBay, and I got me a phone for $40. The fuck? It'll record, and I can do voice recordings on there too. So like, y'all are tripping balls in here, tripping I could just feel it. Ooh, ooh, y'all, I be needing to remember lyrics, because like lyrics. And I tried to audition for Don't Forget the Lyrics one time. That audition was ass, baby. It was ass because I suck with lyrics. You know, sometimes you just be auditioning for stuff and hope they accept you, and then like they ask you to like If they ask you, can you do a certain skill, and I'll be like, shit, if y'all gonna hire me without trying to see, it's on y'all. But a lot of times they be trying to see, and that's when I had to back up, because literally yesterday, actually I haven't been yapping like this in a minute. Usually I'm like, I don't got nothing to talk about. I'm yapping today. But yeah, yesterday they talking about we need models with size 7 shoe. And they asked me, I was like, I'm size 7. I'm actually size 8. And some shoes I'm 8.5. Like my feet are a little wide sometimes, a little bit, depending on the shoe. But they was like, pull up in person for an in-person audition, and we'll take your measurements. I was like, you're not gonna see me. Not only because I don't like how they be like wasting my time. Like, I don't know. Like, just give me the job. I can do it. Just give me the job. But then again, I always like try to have grace, because it's like, sure, when I put on my productions, I don't want no scrub. The scrub was a guy that can get no love from me. I'm not gonna play it neither. They not finna trick me into paying me. But it's sort of like, if they could trick you that good, you kind of deserve to get tricked. And not always, because sometimes faith, trust, and pixie dust. You know? I've been talking. I just wanted to rev up. I've been setting up. Usually I'll wait to set up and then do all this and do all of that. But like I said, I've just been feeling yapalicious. Fergalicious. And it's also funny because I was looking at my skin in the mirror this morning, and I was like, why my skin doing that? But now it's on camera, I'm like, why my skin doing that? Why my skin doing that? She look good. Even though I woke up, my skin was so freaking dry, because in LA, it's starting to get cold. It's starting to get a little cold out here. I don't need that. Even though I was born in January, like, I'm supposed to be a winter baby, but I do not like the winter. I don't. It's too cold. I don't like being cold. I'm anemic, baby. How many times do I have to say this? I gotta say this every video. And yes, I did take my iron pills today, because I took them. Except for yesterday, I forgot to take them. And when it's so cold, it's sort of like your back. Like, I can feel it in my spine. Like, it be cold. It be cold. It be cold. All right, she shuffled. Okay. Got my agua today. Also with my applesauce. I'll probably take that midway through, I mean. Now let's breathe. In through the nose, out through the back. Oh, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel it all the way down your spine, in your back, I mean. I like to do it with my nose up a little bit, because it helps with posture. Don't focus on one thing. Focus on everything and nothing at all. attention. Okay. So today's topic, which I have not mentioned yet, it is, what is your impact? Impact. Yeah. Her mind. Yeah. How did I come up with this? I think I saw a video from Owl. What's the first word? Is it just Owl's intuition? I feel like it's 3 words, but yes. I want to say Earth Owl, but I know it's not. That's not it. But yeah, Owl's intuition. That's my girl. I think she did something similar, and I was like, oh yeah, something similar, but like it's like a variation. And also, in the end, I'm going to do how do you linger on people's minds. Because the way I came across that one was a little less appropriate. Because there's this girl, I know this is a little bit of a weird story, so there's this girl, she said that she went into the public bathroom, which I think is sort of like a thing, like probably like with women. I know it sort of is with me. Like I don't like when people come like into the stall right after I do, because it's like it just makes you self-conscious. And then she was just like, she was just saying she kept saying the phrase "let women linger," and then she was like I go in the stall and I just smell on all them, like I'm getting to know you, like stuff like that. So it's just like, this is I think this is labradorite, which is, yeah, labradorite. You try to do the black tourmaline, but this one is feels a little bit different. Okay, trash. We get it. We get it. We get it. Thanks, babe. Thanks, Bookie. Yeah. So at first I was gonna do a collective because I have a lot of things to do. Like I have to turn in some projects. I have to edit. I have to, like today's Wednesday, and I have to upload this and make the thumbnail. I also have to do my other channel, which I try to do both on the same day. I do both on the same day, and then I have to turn in this project today. It's due on the 15th, which is today. And I also had to finish doing some shorts for the project. So I have some things to do. I do not want to take too much time, but I love 3 Piles too much. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I heard all these songs, but oh yeah. So 3 Piles. I am going over the time that I usually do for the yapping. So yeah, what's your impact? I always see that I don't know if I'll remember to put it in, but it's like that that meme with say Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's not Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Dragon Ball Z, and Odu is like, he just got punched down, and then he's like in a ball in a crater. And that's what I just keep seeing when I see what is your impact. Like, I don't know if it's you who like hit somebody and make them fall into the crater, or if that's just like you in the crater and how big is your impact or whatever. That's just the vision that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. So yeah, what is your impact? How do you linger? And I'll just add how you linger on people's minds in the end. So yeah, this is part 1. Let's get it started. Ha. Let's get it started. It's 1:03. 1:03. Let's see how fast I can be. We all know I'm not that fast. I do like 20 to 30 minutes for each pile. Yeah. Huh? So let's see. I'll do 3 cards each. Except for my goddess card. Y'all. Yeah. I keep saying I want to get a new deck, but how come both my headlights is out? And I can't drive at night, or else people will be flashing me. Fucking flashing. You know your headlights? Yes. It happened yesterday. Well, it was one headlight for a long time. And then that one died. So I'm like, that's why I have to get this project in, because they paying good. Gotta get that project in, so because they paying good. What's your impact? What is your impact? Father, Son, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please guide me in the messages that you want the people, the beautiful people watching to know. Also me, because I'm also here. I'm here. Don't forget me, babe. Don't forget me. Yeah. One at a time, please. What is your impact for my pile 1? What is my pile 1 impact? Your impact. Okay, I'm gonna take these 2 and that's it, okay? Even though I said 3 cards, it's 4 down here. What is my pile 1's impact? Give me here an impound. Impound? Your car got impounded? Impound? Impound? What? Ooh, this one popped up out of nowhere. Popped up out of nowhere. Yeah, hold on. I just got like the from Maze Runner, when Thomas popped up in the maze, and then when he popped up in the maze, everything started changing. Everything started changing. The status quo. Whoa, no. Stick to the stuff you know. So your impact is that you change the status quo. I see conformity, but I think that it's more like people who were conforming. People, like, if it was the status quo to conform to if it was the status quo to conform, you set the trend to not conform anymore. And I'm also seeing Hamilton how I forget, I know which one I'm talking about, I just can't remember. I mean, song. But what song is that? What song is that? Because he was saying he changes the game, raises stakes. Fuck, I can't remember. Bye. Maybe I need to hold on. Something. What the fuck? it's like everything flew out of my head. It's like everything flew out of my head. And it's like nothing is material right now. It's like everything is just like, I'm completely detached right now. It's very odd. Irrational. Yeah. So the people who, yeah, and also this one time I was at this casting, and I sort of have like a specific, like at the time I did. I mean, like, you know, when you're raw and you don't really have a whole lot of teaching, you just do what the fuck you want and hope that it's like whatever. But yeah, I just had this sort of way of like striking my poses. Like, you go down the runway and then you get to the end, and then they usually say strike 3 poses, and then they don't want you to be too quick with it. But like I had this way of like, I had this like little shuffle that I did with like my feet, that it was sort of like a dance or something, like it was like and you know, it wasn't like mm, mm, mm. And I was like and I was doing, and then like I noticed other girls started like incorporating it, and then the teacher, the coordinator, I keep running out of storage because I got too much shit on my phone, but yeah, the teacher or the coordinator was sort of like, you do the 3 poses and you stick them, like stick the landing. And it's sort of like, she made this sort of sly comment that it was like, it's not a salsa. And I could tell that she was mad. But other people other people either completely love like what you do, what you bring to the energy, or they're completely annoyed, which is like the polarities. And it's sort of like they become irrational, they become destructive, they become like, they're basically, their demons come out or they come to the surface. So yeah, your impact is that people are no longer wanting to stay the same. They sort of notice how dusty and old the energy is. They notice all the ways that they could play, because I'm also seeing this, like when I was at this job, it was like a few months ago, like I was, the job was paid like a good pretty penny. So like I was getting my hair, or I was doing my hair every week or so. I was doing like I don't know, like the first thing I did was I love some crochets or where it's big and poofy, and after that I did like 2-strand twists, and then I did like cornrows that were pretty long, and then they had beads at the end. So I was showing up, and every week it was probably a new hairstyle. So of course you notice other people start experimenting with their own stuff, and then you're like, oh, you know. And actually it reminds me of a different job. Like I'm always thinking about work, but I need to stop being such a fucking Capricorn, bitch. What the fuck? But yeah, I saw this one lady, and then like it was very subtle, like a very subtle, like she dyed her hair, and I was like, oh my god, did you do something different with your hair? Like you dyed it? And she was like so flattered. And so because you like when you see people every single day and you're really paying attention to the details, and then you change something, then you like it sort of makes people feel like, oh, I'm not invisible. Oh, like if I make a change, you know, I'm willing and able to make a change. And in that sort of inspires people. Mm-hmm. Marry that girl, marry her anyway. Marry that girl, no matter what you say. Marry that girl, and we'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know you meant to? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry you anyway. Marry that girl, marry you anyway. Marry that girl, no matter what you say. Marry that girl, it will be a family. Oh, why you gotta be so rude? So, yeah. And it's sort of like the people, it's like the Avengers, you know, the Avengers on this side and the Avengers on that side, how they be running, how they ran towards each other. Yeah. The people who love you are very confused by the polarity of the people who are against you, because they're like, why are you being so rude? But I love her anyway. Love her, love him anyway. 444. It doesn't really matter why or what reason, but it's sort of like, we see you, nigga. You know we can see you. Let's see. What is their impact? Spirits? What is their impact? What is my impact? What is their impact for Power 1? What is their impact? You? Scarcity. And how it's sort of like, it's on both sides. There's a polarity within the you have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. Stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimble full of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate. But scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is overflow, more than enough love, happiness, well-being, and money to go around. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. That is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? So the people who have scarcity mindset, like, oh, there's only so much attention to go around. There's only so much resources. There's only so many fucking guys. There's only so many fucking cute clothes or fucking promotions or something like that. There's only so much to go around, and that's why they act the way they act. You see why nobody want to be around you? It's how you act. It's how you act. It's how you act. It's how you act. All right, one more for what is my pile 1 impact? What is my pile 1's impact? What is pile 1's impact? Good juju. Regardless of how these people who are irrational, Wreck-It Ralphs, you continue to keep your energy I want to say to yourself, but not to yourself, but you keep your energy well, you keep it healthy, you keep it fresh. I always hear the phrase like stagnant water, like stagnant water, water is healing, but when the water is stagnant, it'll eventually like grow bacteria and murky, nasty water. But if the water is rushing, like a rushing river, if it's continuously in motion, if you're continuously cleaning, moving, creating, then it will stay clean because the water is not in the same place. It's usually recycled about. Let's see. Number 7. Maybe you've been seeing 777. Great luck is yours now. You've been granted the greatest inheritance. Yeah. Excuse me. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. This is the time for increase for you. You are heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is a goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can't never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. And they say yeah, and they say yeah, and they say up, down, up, down, up, down. Cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them say that. In the kitchen, okay. What's this? So maybe your innovation, because it says that she was a hairstylist. Maybe you be setting trends. What are things that I said them things that I know would offend? What are things that I know start a trend? Okay. Period. Alright, y'all, that's it for part 1. Stay tuned for the one in the back. Who that in the back? Who that in the back? Who that in the back? Yeah, at the ends, if you would like to know, how do you linger on people's minds? How do you linger on people's minds? But yes, we're here for part 2. Yeah, yo. Yeah. Hey, part 2. How's it going? I'm gonna have to edit this fucking video, even though I be wanting this to be one video. It'll be taking forever in the motherfucking day. I gotta clear out all my stuff on my fucking phone. That's not your fault, though. It's not your fault. I'm just frustrated. I ain't trying to take my frustration out on you. You know what I'm saying? I just got a lot of things to do. I got a lot of things to do. So I've been trying to stay with my to-do list, you know? I don't know why I thought of that one video. It's just a girl that she be like, she talk about she saw her. I don't even remember the whole thing. It was like, I saw my brother cheating on his baby mama, so I told him. And she was like, why you in the beauty supply store with another girl? She like, she's just funny because she just has impeccable comedic timing. So we're finding out what is pile 2's. What is pile 2's impact? What is your impact? We are the world. Wow. Grease lightning, oh grease lightning. And it's a rain, and it's a rain, a grease lightning. Grease lightning, no grease lightning. Oh my god, oh my. What is pile 2's impact? Oh my. I heard pump his ass. Maybe you're bougie. Okay, I said I was gonna do it in the middle, and I need that. I'm not gonna get too sensual with it, because I sure do with these things. I refuse. I refuse to use a spoon, but I ain't gonna do it in front of y'all, you know. I can be a lady. I'm a lady. Not with this though. This is what I usually do. Wait. I said I was gonna do it. I had to be quick with it. But yeah. What is pile 2's impact? One at a time, please. No. Wow. Grease lightning. Sorry, I had to take that one. It's a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't wanna wake up. Sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't wanna wake up for you. So what is how to's impact? Yeah. It just seems like you are a really big prize. You are a prize. I also hear the shiny new toy. You're just like whatever space that you're in, you're the person that everybody is like vying for. You're the person that everybody is like, I have to get that person. I have to get that person. Even though I think you've somewhat gone weary to this energy. You've gone weary to this. Or desensitized. What is your impact? Is that you attract people in droves because of your skills, because of your wealth, you know, health is wealth, or prosperity, or your potential to have wealth or prosperity. And people begin to smother you. I mean, I feel like I'm deviating from the topic, but it's sort of like because you are a symbol of the shiny new toy, because you're a symbol of the prize. It's sort of like wealth. Like when you're poor, everybody wants to be rich, but when you came from wealth to being rich, you sort of have to learn how to maintain that. And not everyone is willing or able to learn how to maintain a person like you, so they begin to smother you. And that's because there are fears. I don't know if they have fear of abandonment or like fear of like, it's sort of like when people find out, it's sort of like having the reputation of fumbling someone. What the fuck? Get at? Wanna fight? Damn. I don't know why it pisses me off so bad when people stare at me sometimes, but like sometimes it's the look in the eyes that it'd be like, what do you want? Anyway, yeah. Or maybe it's just like you have an aura, or you have a way of being that's sort of passive. That's what I'm getting from this pillow princess. I mean, maybe you like to be doted on, but it's sort of like, I don't know, since so many things were given to you, you got conditioned to be used to the receptive energy, and people who are a little bit too thirsty for your attention, for your validation, they don't know how to cope with that. They don't know how to cope with it. Okay. Let's look over here. But your impact is, you really show people that a life like yours is possible. Riches and fortune, having the world in your hands, enchanting people, charming people, being charming, being cheeky. Being cheeky, because you know that you can. Cheeky, savvy. Extravagance, yeah. Because how you got the King of Cups and the Emperor and the Six of Wands, baby? Like, I always hear like that song with it's light, turn up the lights in here, baby, extra bright, I want y'all to see. Turn up the lights in here, baby, you know what I mean, but you wanna see everything, but you wanna see all of the lights. So you just shine, you illuminate everywhere that you go, and that is your impact. That you literally, like, you're a light, and people flock to you like moths to a flame. And I don't know if, like, it's sort of like I don't know if I mean, you could be a celebrity, but it's like how people treat celebrities, how people, like, I've been in LA for like not that long, but it's been a year and some change, but it's sort of like I never really saw like the phenomena in action of like of like someone walking into the room and then like people actually like surround them. Like it happened to I was on the Batty set for a promo, and it happened to Natalie. Like she was off the stage, and then like people came off, like, and then it's sort of like I did it to Flo Millie, where um I think some people think they too cool to like go up to celebrities, but I will go up to them and be like, "Oh my God, I appreciate you. I love you. Can I get a picture?" Except for when I first got here, I was like a little scared to ask for pictures, but I also saw that it was like, I don't know, it's like a force field, that a aura that people carry, or maybe it's like a glam filter in our own minds that we project onto them. But it's sort of like they walk in with that filter, and they sort of seem like a statue. Like you shouldn't touch it. You should just look, not touch. And then like somebody will just like talk to them like they're regular, like not that they're not regular people, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. That it's like, I don't know. It's like, I always say it's like seeing a unicorn that is like, wow, that's real. Like, oh my God, it's right there. And it's sort of like if you were like a person like me who just look and not touch, and then someone like goes up to the unicorn and just pets it, like nonchalantly, like so totally casual. And I guess that, I don't know, maybe that's the impact as well, is like, oh, like beautiful unicorns can receive love too. I don't know. Or it's more like a humanizing experience, maybe a humanizing experience. So maybe that's the impact as well, is spotting the unicorn, and then transitioning to touching the unicorn and being like, wow, this is real. And I think that's also a thing, like, I'm trying to conceptualize it as I'm talking, but it's like, I could ride a unicorn. I could touch a unicorn. I could be friends with a unicorn. And maybe that makes the world seem less small, like less big and grandiose and all this. Is like, oh, I could have a unicorn in my life. And unicorns aren't something that's out of my reach. But I'm not saying that you're for everybody. I definitely don't think that. But I think that maybe the select few, because as a unicorn, you're probably, when people see you, they have a certain reaction to you. And that will probably, again, condition you to run like the wind, bullseye, to run away. But when you encounter the people who you see as the unicorn, and they have a pretty neutral or good reaction to seeing a unicorn, that encourages you to allow them to come forth, and the chosen select few who respectfully pet you and ride you. Yeah, so that's the impact on both sides. You have the impact for yourself, and they have the impact for you. Interesting. I don't know if this is making sense to you. It's barely making sense to me, but I feel like when I watch it back, it's going to be a good watch. It's just divine. Your impact is so divine. I feel like I always read this but it's always, again, a good read. Good read, good watch. Your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you. Trust. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors, speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. I am my sister is me. How to divine lineage. Your impact is that you made people fangirl or fanboy over you. I have to hurry up for pile 3 and also the back end. So sorry guys for cutting you short. I'm gonna try to clean out my phone and figure out what I can do to get my space back, but I didn't delete the stuff inside my photos. Yeah, maybe I'll do that again if it breaks, if it stops again. But if you want to join my collective, go ahead and subscribe. But if you want to jump into the end message, that is how do you linger in people's minds, that's for the collective. Oh, also unbury your ancestors if you want a shrine or something like this. This will show appreciation for angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Again, thank you so much for the messages. And pile 3. So pile 3. You know you my homie, but I gotta keep it short with y'all because you the homie. You don't get no friend discount. The fuck? Yeah. What is your impact? Pile number 3. What is your impact? God is with us. Holy fountain, consume us with you. Captivate us, Lord Jesus, with you. Let everything be spoken from me, surrounding your face. For your yoke is easy, your burden is light. You're full of wisdom, heart and mind. With every eye, I see you. For your yoke is easy, your burden is light. You're full of wisdom, heart and mind. With every eye, I see you. No energy, no energy, no energy. With every, I've seen this one like 3 times, so I'm What is your impact? Pile number 3 is that what's that song? The song with just gonna stand there and watch me burn. Well, that's alright because I love the way it hurts. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. That's alright because I love the way you lie. I love the way you lie. can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like. And right now, still knife in my windpipe. Can still breathe, but can fight. Well, I can fight. Wrong, right. It's like I'm in a play. Drunk off my hay. More supper, I suffocate. When she fucking drowns, she precipitates me. She fucking hates me, and I love it. Wait, I'm leaving you. No, you ain't. Right back, here we go again. Going good, it's going great. Superman, when the wink is back, she's low as lame, but when it's bad, it's awful. I feel so ashamed. I don't even know his name. I guess I don't know my own strength. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. It's alright because I like the way it hurts. What is your impact? I want to say that it wasn't exemplified from the song that I just sang, but you don't mind burning bridges. That song is about people in a toxic relationship who can't say no to each other because they're so intertwined. Maybe that's you in the past, maybe that's how you've learned, but it's like no communication and destructing. You're gonna burn that bridge. You're gonna say no to being a pleaser. You're not a yes man or yes woman. I think that charged pretty fast. But yeah. There's a lot of passion within you. There's a lot of passion within you. And that passion can either create or destroy. And when the energy begins to become stagnant, when the energy becomes to be, again, maybe like it just keeps reiterating, going around in circles and circles and circles, that maybe in the past you were a person who was in toxic relationships, toxic cycles, but now you're that person, like, because you have so much experience within that, you're the person who is going to say no. My name is no. My number is no. And maybe that teaches other people how you get no communication, but also the 8 of Wands, which is movement communication, fast moving communication, or just fast moving energy in general. So once you see that things are starting to become like, because I was saying earlier that water is a tool of life, but if it stays in one place, it becomes like a swampy energy. Once you see that the water is starting to stagnate, starting to become stale, you up out of there. You out of there. Because you don't like, you've seen pettiness, you've seen petty people, and you're not willing. You've taught yourself how to escape artist. Break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. I was a little scared when I saw destructive, because I was like, what? But yeah, because you got destructive and destruction, like, I might have to let you out later, but I can't do it now. Are you gonna die, B? You're gonna kill yourself? Oh, it's in my applesauce. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah. You leave people where they at. Cause this bee is being left where it's at. I don't know if I'm gonna kill it or if I'm gonna let it go later. If it's hard to kill it, if it's hard to let it go, I'm gonna have to kill it because I don't fuck with bees. When I was a kid, I was going to church. I was in the car on the way to church, and then a bee stung me out of nowhere, and I was just screaming. My dad had to pull over in the car because I did not see that shit coming, and it bit me. It stung me, and I was mad the whole morning. So, fool me once, shame on you. But fool me once, can't be fooled again. So, your impact is that you show people that it is possible to walk away. Maybe it's like common within your community or within your family to stay and deal with the toxicity, but you and your impact, you're saying no. I'm taking a stand. I'm doing what's best for me. I'm doing what's best for my future generations. I'm doing what's best for me right now. Right now. Doing what's best for me. Cause your love, you know what your love is capable of. 1111. You know how deep is your love? Is it like the ocean? What devotion are you? How deep is your love? It's like Nirvana. Hit me harder again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? You know how deep your love is, and you're like, I'm just not even gonna let myself get there with you. I'm not even going there with you, okay? I'm not doing this. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Masks. Mask. So maybe it's not an immediate run for the hills. Maybe you know how to play the game. You know what to say and do in order to get out of the situation. But it all leads to the same thing. All roads lead to Rome. Why are you hiding? Like literally, I kept flipping, and it kept going to 17. So it kept going to 19, kept going to 17, kept going to 19. I'm also seeing like in Hunger Games how Peeta blended in with the scenery. So maybe you also have chameleon energy to where you blend in with your surroundings. You go with whatever you need to at the time, but when it's time, it's time. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. I'm willing to remove the mask. I want to be the masquerade disguise. I feel like I hear that every time, but not all the time. Jumbi are scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. You become whoever you need to become in the moment. And not that you're being inauthentic, not that you're a phony or a fake or nothing like that. But you rise to whichever occasion needs to be risen to. I feel like there's one more message in here. I sense something strange in my mind. Situation is curious. Can't go to run out of time. She's so fly. She'll drive you right out of your mind and steal your heart. But beware, beware, she's scheming. She'll make you think you're dreaming. You'll fall in love and you'll be screaming, demon. Oh, that girl is poison. Never chose the big button to smile. That girl is. So yeah, on to the last part. But you've built up an immunity. That is beautiful. That's gorgeous. I also watched the Princess Bride. How first he Wesley, the guy, he went through the sword guy, which is like skill, like swordsmanship, and then he went against the really strong guy. He wasn't that smart, and then but he beat him still, and then he went through the mind guy, which he wasn't that smart, but he was like, we'll fight through our wits. And then he was like, if you've seen the scene, you know, but it's sort of like he was like, I'll outsmart you. He thought he put poison in just one cup. It was 2 cups of wine, and he put one, like, he turned around and he was like, okay, which cup is poison? And then, you know, they had their philosophies about which cup, whatever. And then he was like, okay, make your choice and drink. And the guy, he was like, ha ha ha, I got you. He drank the drink and he was like, I switched our drinks, ha ha ha, you're stupid. And then he was like, ha 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 ha, fell over dead. And then he was like, to think that you put the poison in the drink, in his drink, or you put poison in your own drink. He was like, no, I put poison in both drinks. I just built up an immunity to the poison. So yeah, you got up an immunity to, I feel like Pao-Tu is here, because I feel like princes, or like, you know, royalty in general, they just, their food gets, like, there's so many attempts on their life that they have to learn resilience in that sort of way. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I love Princess Bride. It's one of my favorite movies from childhood. So let's find out how you linger on people's minds. For my collective, for the collective, everybody here, everybody pull up. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all ain't used to be all being in the same room, huh? Is ya? Unless you being nosy going to different powers that ain't yours. Why you doing that? Nah, just kidding. You can do that. Maybe you could Learn something. Learn your something real good. I don't mind that. But yeah, I gotta hurry up because like I said, I got projects to finish. How do you linger on people's minds? One more card, please. I said one. I said one, and I mean one. How do you linger on people's minds? How do you linger on people's minds? My collective. How do you linger on people's minds? How do you linger on people's minds? How do you linger on people's minds? My collective. My collective. My collective. My collective. Future. Future. You like SpongeBob? Beautiful. Beautiful. Future. How do you linger on people's minds? How do you linger on people's minds? Let's see how thick this baby is. She thick. She made me stutter. Cause she thick. Made me stutter. One more shuffle. Alright. Pikachu, I choose you. Got that card earlier. One more. How do you linger on people's minds? Why so many bugs over? Why so many bugs over? I don't fuck with it. How do you linger on people's minds? Is that you're generous but analytical. It's like, it's reminding me of my mom. Because it's like, yes, I'm willing to give you my ear. I'm willing to give you my resources. I'm willing to do this. But what exactly are you doing to propel your own self? What exactly are you doing to ensure that this generosity isn't falling on deaf ears? Because that's one thing about my mom. She believes in me. She believes in my dreams. But she does not believe in lollygagging. Lollygagging. There must be a game plan. There must be some kind of navigation system in place. Because I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. And not give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. And I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I know what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Also hearing, eat greedy or go home, eat greedy or go home, eat greedy or go home. That's one of the jokes said. One of my girls, she was like a sister to me growing up. She was hilarious, hilarious. When my nana died, she taught me that laughter really is a medicine. Because, man, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but really, like, I always kept saying, like, that day, I felt like I was 3. I felt like I was 5. Like, right at my rawest ages, when I was, like, so vulnerable, I just felt like my reality had shattered that day. And she showed me laughter. Laughter, and that gave me strength to keep going. But yeah, how do you linger on people's minds? Lesbian is starting to get irritated. Yeah. Irrational, irritating. Because because you are pursuing your future with such vigor, it shows people exactly what they're lacking within their own, like I said, there has to be a game plan, and your game plan is like rock solid. Like, they can't poke holes in it, and that shows just the instability within their own that makes them grow irrational and envious. We don't have to focus on this, but this is how you linger on people's minds when they don't breed for themselves. This is what essentially grows. Like the weeds, if you don't plant your seeds, the weeds will overtake whatever you have. Yeah, contrast. They see the contrast between yours and theirs. I don't know if they're willing to transform or if they're not willing to transform whatever plans they have, but this is what breeds within their own minds. This is how you linger in their mind. If they don't transform their irrational, envious tendencies, then they will only see the contrast. It'll be like day and night to them. It'll be like white and black. It'll be like peanut butter and jelly. I don't know. How do you linger in people's minds? Yes, I'm seeing like in Avatar how they started stealing the food, and how they were like, they're filling their bellies eating like kings, and here we are eating scraps. But I feel like that's Pao 2. I think Pao 2, how they were talking about scarcity mindset as opposed to understanding that you are divine, that you are the Holy Grail. You are the Holy Grail. You are the cornucopia. You are the utopia. And they just need to understand that they have access to that too. That'll probably take time, but I mean, it depends. It depends on how much time they're willing to Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, your heart, and your soul. You can do it. I know that you can. Just change your thoughts, your mind, and go ahead. You can do it. Boom, boom, boom. You can do it. Yeah. They become territorial over there. Territorial and concerned over, baby, ain't nobody worried about that little patch of grass that you got over there. Ain't nobody worried about that. But they think it's like that meme that like the wealthy with like a big ass pile of cookies, and then it was like a race thing, like where basically in America, you know, the white middle class, they have just a few cookies, and then the rich people with a whole lot of cookies, they like, hey, watch out for them over there, they want your cookies, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's the people who surround them, but they become overly concerned thinking that they have everything. What if they come for my stuff? Bro, and I hear man down, where you from, nigga? I'm also hearing good morning to you. The birds are chirping. So yeah, how do you linger on people's minds? You remind them what abundance looks like, and are they willing to embody that for themselves? Who knows? But I'm seeing this is like not now, but maybe later. Not right now, but later. Yeah, I have to go now, but I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope you will be back with me next Wednesday, because I will be posting again, and I have to get rid of this bee. So bye.